facebook.com/loosewomen. By the way, it's a good job we pre-recorded this show on Thursday night, as after our party to celebrate 10 years on air, we might have been looking a little bit more bleary-eyed. Get on with the show. Let's start by taking a look at what's been happening in the world of showbiz this week.
When I grow up, I want to be famous, I want to be a star, I want to be a movie.
First up, Jude Law's been pictured looking rather hot and sticky as he bathed in applause at the end of his first night playing Hamlet on Broadway. But is he still as sexy when he's looking so sweaty?
Oh, I think so. I think so. I saw him do that, Hamlet. I saw him do it in the West End at the Wyndhams, yes. Oh, God, it was gorgeous. He's an absolutely brilliant actor, actually. We were all quite surprised because, you know him more as a film actor, but he's an amazing stage animal. Oh, animal.
Stage animal.
But doesn't he look... I mean, he'd look fabulous covered in jelly, wouldn't he? I mean, you know, never mind sweat. He'd look fabulous in a paper bag. I actually quite like sweat. If it's fresh, if it's nice and fresh, because you just think, what have they done to work all that up, don't you?
No,
you know.
I don't
Mind you,
like
my
it.
husband never sweats. I mean, he's a doctor, my husband.
He
You don't
can't
want a sweaty
sweat.
doctor, do you? So he's nice and fresh.
No, I don't
So
like
you look-
sweat. I don't like
you
sweat.
know.
It's all wet. And it's smelly, and you know, and it makes a noise. It goes. You know what I mean, don't you? You don't want any of that, do you, all over your body?
Oh, no. What's making me laugh about that photograph? Can we have it back up again? Because if you look very closely, you can see where he's got his vest on. Yeah. No wonder he's sweating. He's got his vest on. He should have his vest on.
Bless him, he's only little.
Oh, bless.
He's only little.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, Steve just has to wiggle his eyebrows if he breaks out in a sweat. It's like he's, you know, like a car's kind of tuned. I don't know why I'm doing that. But, you know, it's almost like... it's like he's at a different revs to everyone else. He's like... Yeah, he's always hot. He's always going like that. Is it me? Is it me?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I don't know where it's all dripping to. You know, it's like wet knickers, you know, when you get wet knickers. Don't, Jane.
Yeah, my other half doesn't sweat that much. Well, he's a drummer, you see, so he's banging away like a good one. You are naughty, you lot. There he is. You know, hitting the drum, playing the drums, playing... No, he's got all feet going. Everything's
all
going at once.
at it.
But he doesn't sweat very much, actually. He's at it like a good one. But it's just his little nape of it just sweats a little bit where his hair just sticks to the back of his neck, and I have to say that's quite attractive. Right, that's me done for the rest of the day.
Water. Next, poor old Louis Walsh is apparently not very confident about winning the X Factor with his acts, The Groups. Now, he said, I'll get into the final, but I won't win. Did you like that accent?
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you. It was Welsh.
But that's...
What do we make of that?
That's just not right, is it? No, that is a sports sport. He should stick to... He chose them, for goodness sake, and he should stick to them.
up for 'em.
Get behind them. Give them That's not going to give them confidence. He needs a slap, Louis Walsh, doesn't he, for saying that?
Well, he needs a slap anyway.
Shouldn't he stick behind them now? Yes.
You see, I've seen his acts. Candy Rain, I think, are fabulous. That's really hot.
They like
and
you
that
as well.
Miss Frank, I bet they do. And that Miss Frank, aren't they brilliant? She's rapping away there, and the girls are there, and I'm thinking,
Fantastic.
good. The two boys, ooh. Not so sure about them, but I know what is going on there. But look at that hair.
Don't you think as well, you know, if you look at past shows, it's not always the ones that you necessarily expect to do well that do shine. I mean, look at Rydian. When you first saw him, fabulous voice and everything, but, you know, he went on to do really well. Same difference as well. They were very cute and perky.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't actually believe it. I think it's a bit of reverse psychology, this. I think he's saying that. Well, I think he's trying to be clever, accent on the trying. You know, I think he's saying this, thinking then we'll all feel sorry for his acts and we'll all vote for his acts. Don't you think? I think he's having
Who
a
do
go.
you like?
Oh, I like that Welsh girl, talking of the Welsh. What's Lucy?
Lucy.
Good voice, the Welsh.
I like Stacey.
Yes.
Stacey
some good women.
from Dagenham. Oh, she's brilliant, isn't she?
funny.
I can't believe I'm here. I love her. She's brilliant, isn't she? And that guy with the afro, Jamie.
I love it. The older
like
ones.
it.
He's
this time.
brilliant,
The
isn't he?
older ones
Yes.
are good, aren't
Yeah.
they?
You know, I had a wig party for my birthday last week. My brother-in-law Rory, he came as him. Big wig with the
Already?
Yeah, brilliant.
Famous already.
Oh.
Well, he's made it already because he's already got the iconic hair and the shops sell them. OK, finally, celebrity politician Ken Clark has made it into this week's Showbiz Roundup because of the state of his shoes. He, or rather they, were pictured looking a little bit worse for wear this week. Look at that. So would we let any of our fellas out in public like that?
That's shocking, that, isn't it? That's just not right. My mother would be going mad. In fact, she probably is watching that.
She is.
You know, because it doesn't take 2 minutes to get a brush out and give your shoes a bit of a polish. You can always judge a man on his shoes, my mother used to say. My sister-in-law, our Wendy, always says, never trust a man in sandals.
Unless it's Jesus.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Don't know what all that's about,
Jesus
personally.
was, you know...
But, you know, a man in smart shoes, I think, is smart in mind.
It says a lot about the person, doesn't it? If the shoes are looking like that... Mind you, he's knocked on a lot of doors, it has to be said. I mean... He's put the miles in, hasn't he, obviously? And just in the one pair of shoes, has he not got another pair? Do you think that's the only pair he has?
You know? Maybe it's like... It's a posh thing, you know, because maybe, you know, he's quite posh, isn't he? And posh people don't tend to sort of notice, oh, they're fine, you know, they'll still do. Don't tend to...
Other people clean their shoes for them, so maybe he didn't know that.
Maybe only sees the top. Maybe the tops are shiny.
Exactly, doesn't see the bottom
until
the water
shoes.
comes in.
They're a mess.
Yeah. The thing is, I think you can always tell a nice, decent man if he's got clean fingernails. Dirty fingernails are the sign of bad.
Unless they're a gardener.
Really bad.
It could just be gardener.
Yeah.
No, I mean dirty fingernails. Mucky, dirty, Jane.
Dirty, nasty.
We've got the picture, Sherrie.
She likes a bit of the other, though, Jane.
Time for a break. Afterwards...